Hey, ladies and gents, my name is Miss Brownstone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm feeling myself today, y'all. I got my y'all can't see, but I got my freakum dress on, y'all. Okay, I got my freakum dress on. So I'm feeling cute, and y'all ain't gonna ruin my mood, okay? But anyway, let's get into some things, okay? I've been going for a minute, okay? I've been going for a minute now. I'm back with remix, sorry. I've been going for a minute, okay? I've been going for like what, 2 weeks now? Honey, when it rains, it pours. I had to get my tooth extracted, had my face was swollen, I got sick. It was a lot going on. But let's get into some things because time waits on no one. So what are we about to talk about? Today we're gonna be talking about DDG and Halle Bailey again, okay? Now I don't know if her name is Haley, okay? Because I know I say people's names wrong, but at the end of the day, she know her name, and so do you, okay? So we're gonna be talking about them again. I believe this is about their fourth video on my channel. Like, at this point, y'all might as well just come over here and come take a seat on this goddamn couch, okay? Come on, DDG, come take a seat on this couch, okay? Because y'all need it. I'll be your therapist. Lord knows y'all need to sit on somebody's couch, okay? So anyways, so we're gonna be talking about them today because about a week ago, about a week ago, DDG took to his Instagram, okay, on Beyonce's internet, and he decided to tell us, the people, them, all right, that his BM hasn't been letting him see Halo, okay, and I think his tactic of so-called exposing her was the way to get her to let him see her child, because she cares a lot about her image, okay? And so we're gonna play what he had to say. We're gonna get into some things, okay? Because there's a lot to unfold. And then we're gonna also talk about the nitty-gritty, because I don't know if y'all know, but apparently, allegedly, okay, DDG was cheating on her all through their pregnancy, okay? He was just out here like, so I creep. Yeah, cause he doesn't know what I do. All right, so apparently he been out here creeping. No TLC, no pun intended, okay? But first we're gonna talk about what he had to say, and then we're gonna get into him and his cheating ways. All right. I don't know. It's like, y'all know I'm a DDG fan. I like DDG, but, okay, honey. Yes, it's a big but, like an elephant in the room. Back it on up. Dump a truck. Okay. But I have to stick with the girls on this one. I am not okay with a man cheating while his girl is pregnant. I'm sorry. I'm just not okay with that. I don't know if y'all seen my video when I talked about Mr. Trippy Red and old girl. But yeah, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on that. I got a little bit of, distaste in my mouth. I got a little tart taste towards DDG right now. But at the end of the day, we're gonna talk about it, okay? Because that's what I did. We're gonna talk about it, okay? And so let's get into what had happened. So let's get into what had happened, okay? Because what had happened was, so we're going to pull up what he had to say. All right. This video is 11 minutes. I will be stopping it and, giving my input here and there when it is needed. But let's get into some things. Yeah, okay?
It's not clickbait. I don't even like. Y'all know I like doing like skits and like just having fun on the internet. I don't really like talking about real life, but I feel like I have to, and it's getting to a point where I feel like I'm honestly getting, when it comes to me just wanting to just be a dad. Y'all know how much like I love Halo. That's literally the best thing that ever happened to me. And this is literally my last resort. I feel like I don't have no type of like hurt, bro. Like I don't have no type of say so. And I keep getting this word thrown around like this is I don't give a if this make me seem childish. I just want to be able to see my son when I want to see my son, take my son when I want to take my son. Like, I don't care if this made me look childish, if I look like I'm on the internet crazy, whatever I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody thinks. I literally just want to be in my son's life. And I feel like I'm getting bullied. I'm constantly being called a secondary parent, not a primary parent. And it's like, I just don't know what to do at this point. I don't.
You know, back in the day, my dad used to. Well, you don't know, but let me tell you something. Back in the day, my dad used to have this saying where he used to say, "Mommy's baby, daddy's maybe," and we always thought, oh, because at the end of the day, you know, the woman can't deny the child because it came out of her. That is definitely her child. Versus a man could be like, no, I need DNA tests to make sure that's my child. You know, so we always used to think that that's what he was saying, and that is one way to look at it, right? But as I got older, I started to realize that it was a little bit deeper than that. You know, when it comes to children, the child is always on the mama's hip, okay? The child is always on mama's hip. The child could be in the house with you and the mother, and she will the child walk past the father and go straight to the mother each and every time. Mommy, mommy, mommy. It never fails, you know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, the mom is the first parent, you know? I carried this child for 9 months. It was damn near like a succubus, you know what I'm saying? It controlled what I ate within the 9 months. It comes out and then they gotta, you know, feed off my milk, you know what I'm saying? So I am the first parent, you know. I'm the primary y'all help me out, okay? Primary, yeah, no, you know what I'm trying to say, okay? And he is the second parent, and he got to be okay with that, especially when you are not a husband. And that's really what I want to talk about with this. When you are not a husband and you sign up to be a baby father and live this baby mama culture and whatnot, you gotta be okay with the fact that you don't have access like you used to, or you could, and you will miss out on some things, and you can't pop up and you can't dictate shit how you would like to, because that's not your wife, okay? You didn't build a family, you built a broken family, okay? So I think that's something that DDG is having a hard time swallowing, okay? But like medicine, it tastes nasty at first, but after you swallow it, it's good for you. But let's go on to what else he has to say.
What to do. And that's why I'm like, maybe this will make her want to have to let me see my son. But I.
And just an update, because I've been going for 2 weeks. What he just said there is it worked in his favor, because he just posted a video or picture or something like that. He was just with Halo, so I guess airing her business out did not I guess, but I know airing her business out of her not letting him see his child did work in his favor, because they care about image nowadays. So yeah.
To see him, but it's very minimal time. Like, if y'all ever watch, I know I usually Snapchat when I'm with my son. I live stream every day, so y'all kind of get to see. I've been around girls all week because I don't get the chance to be a dad when I want to be a dad. Like, I don't give a about hanging around those girls. I want to be around my son.
You can be a dad 24/7.
But since I can't be around my son, I'm obviously going to work. I'm not finna sit in the crib, look at the wall, and cry about this. You know, I'm gonna go work. So it's like every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far, so I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't get him. Or I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else.
And I'm gonna stop this again. Once again, that goes back to, and I know y'all hate to hear this, but this goes back to, this is what happens when you are a baby father. At the end of the day, you can't just pop up when you feel like it. When I want to be a dad, like, you can't just pop up when you feel like it. Pop up at the house, oh, I want to see my kid, and you want to beat it. No, baby, because you're intruding on my life. And I don't have any kids, but I can just put myself in the shoes, right? Because I'm a woman. You're intruding on my life. You know what I mean? You can't just come here unannounced when you feel like it. Because I have your child, mean you gonna have access and spend hours with him. No, baby, you need to make an appointment. You need to call. You need to communicate. Let it be known that you coming to see your child. We need to converse over this. You can't just do that. And if that's not okay with you, right? You can go to court. We can go take this to court. But guess what? When you go take this to court, they're gonna put you on a schedule anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we can either do this the way we can do it between us two, like two grown ass adults, or we can go ahead and get the government involved. It's your choice. All right, but either way, you ain't gonna come up in this motherfucking house when you feel like it to see your son. Cause you don't know what I got going on up in here. Respect my privacy, respect my time, respect my personal life, and respect what I got going on up in here. Point blank, period. That's unacceptable. Like, what you mean? No. So, like I said, he got a hard pill that he has to swallow.
Variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me? Like,
she deserves time to herself.
Like it don't have nothing to do with me working, by the way. I'm not gonna air out her business, but me and her has not been together for a long time. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's been going on for a minute where I just never got on the internet and said nothing. I mean, I might like throw like little subliminals or some like that, but it's like, bro, like, I don't want to get on the internet because at the end of the day, this is something that can really like with him. But I'm really just coming on this as just a dad that really don't know what to do at this point. I've been dealing with this since he's been born, damn near. It's like I really feel like I'm a nanny at this point. The nanny has been able to have my son more than me, and I don't even know the nanny name. Like, it's
not knowing the nanny name.
It's just not fair, bro. So I have to come on here and I gotta do this. I don't want to be on no shade room, bro. Like, I don't want to be on no blogs and no.
And I hate to say this once again. He talking about it's not fair. It's not fair that you put a baby in this woman and didn't want to marry her. It's not fair that you created a broken home. It's not fair that your child has to experience their parents not being in the same household and have to eventually get older and think about, who am I going to spend Christmas with? Who am I going to spend Thanksgiving with? You know what I'm saying? It's not fair what you created. You created this dynamic, like, point blank, period. And I'm going to stand 10 toes down on that because I honestly believe if Haley, she know her fucking name, okay? If she did not want DDG on a serious note, she wouldn't have had that kid. Y'all can't convince me that there's women out here that's having kids by men that they did not see a future with long term. I don't believe it.
That I'm just trying to kick it, but I gotta do like this. I gotta go to court, do all this extra when it ain't even gotta be like that, bro. But today was my last straw. I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all, if y'all was watching me stream yesterday, y'all know I'm like, all right, I wasn't even gonna stream today. I'm like, I ain't streaming today. I'm gonna be with my son. I planned my whole day to be with him.
Did you communicate?
My whole day was around that. And then I get there, and I'm kicked out of the crib, can't see him, whatever. Mind you, we have our own lives. Like, she got her own going on, I got my own going on in terms of who with. Like, we not together whatsoever. We not boyfriend and girlfriend. So ain't got nothing to do with the content. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I've been dealing with this forever where I feel like I'm a secondary parent. And I know a lot of dads out there go through this. And the kids will never understand. Luckily, my son is only 1. So I don't have to like worry about him like feeling like, oh, my pop's not there. Every time I'm there, he got a smile on his face. He happy to see me. but he only can see me for no more than 48 hours. I haven't had to have my son to myself for longer than 72 hours.
And that's as long as you gonna get.
He's getting picked up, taken.
Let me tell you something. What's 72 hours? 3 days? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's as long as you gonna get, especially if you go to the court, unless y'all decide, okay, he gonna be with you for the summer. You get what I'm saying? But until the summertime comes or whatever, usually it's you get the weekend. If you wanted to be with your kid 24/7, y'all should all be under one household. Y'all, you should be married. It ain't hard. It's not rocket science here. This is what happens. This is what happens. Now it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's falling back on you. You don't like it, but it's like, my nigga, you knew what you signed up for. Okay. Now, like I said, this is 11 minutes. We are 5 minutes in. I really don't want to watch this full thing. I'm waiting for a specific part where he talks about, like, he didn't want to ruin her image, which actually I already watched this. Y'all can go watch this yourself. We could just get into what we need to get into. So he goes into how he didn't want to bring anything up because he didn't want to ruin her image and things like that. You know, he been letting her paint this golden image, like, and that's my thing about her too. Is I get that y'all see Disney princess and y'all think that she is such the most sweetest innocent woman ever, but there's clips, okay? This clips of this young lady making it known that what y'all see is what basically what she chooses to portray, but that's not who she is. Out of her and her sister, she's the crazy one.
I landed first of all, she always looks cute. Say something again. Janine, you want a word? What's up, Janine?
I'm scared. Now,
you should be. You should be. You should be.
Someone said, mind you, they on set for a water commercial.
No. Stop acting like you know our business when you don't.
Don't laugh. You can't laugh.
You could tell just by her attitude, her demeanor. Even the young lady that came out recently, and I don't cover that because I cover only relationships. But the young lady that came out recently and was saying that DDG and Halle came to her job at Balenciaga and wanted to return something, and she said that Halle was very rude and entitled. We also had the situation with the nail tech, so we already know that she knows that she has to paint a certain type of image. Come on now, Beyonce is her mentor. Don't let that go over your head. Okay, Beyonce is her mentor, so she knows, okay, that she has to portray a certain type of image, even though she might just be a rude, nasty, ghetto bitch behind closed doors. I don't know. I'm just telling you that I don't believe the bitch is innocent. And I'm going to stand on that, okay? So yeah, that's what's going on out here in these streets, okay? Now, after that came out, you already know we had the Bitter Baby Mama clubs that was attacking him. We had some women that's neutral like me that gave their opinion. And then we had some people that just had something to say, like Myron, okay? Myron from Fresh and Fit. He decided to drag DDG, and we ain't even gonna talk about him because I'm so sick of his ass. I really don't. I mean, Myron, y'all done lost everything already. You still going on and talking. Shut up. Put a muzzle on it. But we're not going into that. Anyways, so there was a lot of people that came out and had something to say, but it was one young lady that came out and she said that back in the day, DDG had a fans group chat. And in the fans group chat, he will, vent and things of that nature. And I just think that's a bad move to make. A group chat is crazy. Now, having one fan or, I hate to say fans, but like, having one supporter that you may slide in their DMs and be like, yo, what you think about this? Or just talk to them or something like that. Or be like, send them little clips of reels or, just having a certain type of relationship. I don't think that's bad because you should have a relationship with your supporters. I definitely think that is the case. I'm not going to be like the crippled man, the crooked man, what's his name, Shamar, and call y'all some fans and say I hate fans and stuff like that. I would never be like that because that's just not me. But definitely having a relationship with your supporters is good, right? But having a whole group chat where you're telling your business as if you forgot that you're a celebrity is crazy talk. That's all I'm saying. It is crazy talk, okay? So a young lady came out, and I'm gonna of course roll the audio. We're gonna play the audio. not the full thing, but just some of it. She came out and she said that she was in that private group chat. And in that private group chat, DDG confessed that he was cheating on Hailey, sorry. That he was cheating on, matter of fact, we'll just call her Miss Bailey, okay? I like Baileys anyway. That he was cheating on Miss Bailey, and that she sounds so old when I say that, but he was cheating on Miss Bailey, and that he cheated on her not just once but twice, and apparently he had a thing with apparently he had a thing with Harley Ray, the little light skinned bony girl that looked like she could have been played in Men in Black. Okay, her, all right, the one that's pregnant by Trippie Redd or just had his baby. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, Trippie Redd baby mama. So he had a thing for her. They were talking, and he also was messing with Miss B.I.B.I. Okay, he was also messing with Miss B.I. You know they did a song together. But in that video you couldn't see no chemistry, but yeah, there was something going on. So apparently he been cheating the whole entire time. All right, like I said, we're gonna play the audio.
So we was getting like a lot of fucking tea. And let me tell you guys something. So I'm gonna explain each screenshot. So listen. So DDG had like this weird obsession with Coyle Ray, okay? And a lot of people don't know this. But Coyle Ray cut DDG off. And he was very upset about that. And only the people in that group chat knew about this. Nobody knew that him and Coyle Ray weren't fucking with each other, okay? He had an obsession with her. I believe that Coyle Ray was one of his best eaters. If I'm not mistaken, Coyle Ray was one of DDG's best eaters, okay? So, yeah, I'm gonna have to say, do I have to say allegedly? I shouldn't have to. We already know. But, yeah, Coyle Ray was one of DDG's best eaters. That's why when they went in the studio, and everybody was like, oh, she's flirting with him, be for real. Okay. He had an obsession with her behind the scenes, and he would talk about her a lot in the GC. Okay. And she was upset at him. She was mad at him because I guess he was acting weird. And I think he shared those messages in it too. It's more shit that we got. But yeah, she stopped fucking with him because of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a lot. Nobody knows that. The man is insane. I feel bad for the baby. Yeah, he's definitely insane. And it doesn't even stop there. So one of the messages, we also have screenshots of when him and Halle broke up. So him and Halle relationship was kind of like off and on. They would often break up throughout the whole relationship. It was kind of decent the first year. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of decent. I'm saying kind of because even then they had their fuck up moments too. When they went to Jamaica, right? And he got her that car, right? They broke up after he got her that fucking car. Okay, they broke up then. Okay, literally, like they broke up then. Like he gave his group chat a whole he told them it all. He told them. He basically was like, yeah, I think we should go our separate ways, and this and that, and she got a movie coming out, or was that then? Either way, they broke up then too. And then before her movie came out, he was having a hard time. The nigga was cheating like crazy because he thought that she was doing whatever. He was paranoid the whole fucking time. Nigga was paranoid. He would tell them when they were gonna break up and when they were back together, and it would be off and on. He also, JoJo requested. Hold on. Okay, I gotta let my nigga in. Hold on, I'm gonna let the other person go after. Bro, you requested. What the fuck? You don't want to speak more? Oh, hey, Joe.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Hi, JoJo.
Hey, Empress. Okay, so I'm gonna just explain some screenshots that I have of the GC. Okay, so there was, I think Hallie was on her press tour, and
Yeah.
he was just going crazy at his house. He was just spamming the group chat, saying that he's gonna invite some girls over because she wasn't home. And hold on, let me find that one because that one specifically, I was going crazy over because at the time we were we really invested in their union, like we really wanted them to work.
And I believe she aired it out due to the fact that it's like, okay, she won't let you see your kid, and you trying to play like you this innocent person, but you really not, because you've been doing dirty this whole goddamn time. And even if, okay, even if a nigga been cheating on you the whole time, or just been doing you dirty, and you choose to have a kid with him, that don't mean that you keep him from his child. That is wrong. Okay, so for those that trying to justify Miss Bailey's behavior, unacceptable. So yeah, I just think that it's just crazy that men expect to have certain type of access, a certain type of privilege because they had a kid with you. That's just what I think is crazy. Now, I'm not saying that you don't deserve to be treated like a father. I'm not saying that you don't have a say so in this child's life. I'm just saying that you are not the guard, like you are not the main guardian. You get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, everything must go through do your baby mother, do this woman, because the woman is the one that's stuck with the kid most of the time. All right, the woman is the one that's taking care of this child. So I just think it's a little bit crazy that he thinks that he can have had the ability to just pop up and see his kid when he feel like it. Have the say so as if he's a main parent. He say he feels secondary. I just think that's a little crazy to me that you didn't expect this to happen. That's what I just think is crazy. If you wanted to be this so amazing father, you should have married her. Now, granted, he also stated that he didn't get to see halos. Okay, I'm gonna see your halo, halo, halo. Okay, that he didn't get to see Halo start walking, make his first steps, that he's seeing on Instagram, on social media, along with everybody else. And newsflash, like I said, I'm not a mother, but I know enough to know that you will not be with your kid 24/7. Your child could have started learning how to walk with the nanny. Your child could have started learning how to walk or took his first steps at pre-K. Okay, in school you wouldn't have been there. Okay, so it's just like you can't be there every step of the way. You have to make money, but for most of the time that you can be there will be in the household, and that's why you should have been married. Because I know parents hate to hear this, but at the end of the day, y'all not even with your child as much as you should be with your fucking child. Here, bitch, out. You have teachers that are with your kids for majority of the day. You feel me? If you really want to get technical, those the teacher kids, okay? Those are the teacher kids. The teacher is the one that's damn near raising your child, and your child just spends the night with you, okay? So when you really think about it, that's kind of why I'm pushing the issue that you should be married or at least be under one roof, because you already missing a big gap of the child's life. And this happens with regular parents. We're not even talking about superstars. We're not talking about people who are actors and rappers and things of that nature. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of time that they're not around their child. There's a lot of moments that's missing. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. As always, I want to hear y'all POV down below. Y'all heard mine. So I would love to hear y'all's. Um, that's it. I'm wrapping this up. I do want to know, do you believe? Do you believe that he was cheating on Holly the whole time she was pregnant? Do you? Me personally, I believe that shit. I do. Because he just seemed like the type. He just seemed like the type. Like I said, I like DDG as a person. I think he's very intelligent. I like the way that he tried to protect Hailey. I like the way I like the way he moved. But if the way he moved means cheating during a pregnancy, is just wild boy behavior. And I'm not gonna support that at all. So yeah. like I said, let me know your point of views down below. As always, keep it clatchet, okay? And I look forward to hearing from you guys next time. Mwah.